my alocasia Jacqueline died. Yep. And now that we got that out of the way, we can get into part 2 of my plant collection update. If you didn't watch the first one, it's the last video I posted. It's all the plants in my living room. I have no idea how many plants I have, but there were a lot of plants in that video, so definitely go watch that. I did mention that I have plants in my bedroom and in my office, which is where we are now. But I only have like 4 plants in my bedroom, so I just brought them in here to make things easier on myself. Like I was saying, my alocasia Jacqueline is basically dead. I won't waste any more time showing you the current state of my alocasia Jacqueline, guys. Look at this. Although she's not completely dead yet, I can tell it's definitely dying, even this big juicy leaf. And she went from about, I don't even know, 10 leaves to 1 leaf pretty quickly. And what had happened was her leaves started yellowing and it looked like she was outgrowing the pot that she was in, the self-watering pot that I had her in. So naturally I repotted it, and when I did, it's been downhill ever since then. I've kind of already mourned the loss of this plant because it used to be so beautiful and it's just not that anymore. Ever since I took her out of that self-watering pot where she was nice and cozy, the roots started rotting faster than I could keep up with. It has made its way back into a self-watering pot. I haven't watered it too much because I'm just scared that it's gonna keep dying of root rot, so I will keep you guys updated. Am I devastated? Yeah, absolutely. But I honestly should have never repotted it. Like, if I would have known that the roots on the outside were a lot bigger than the roots on the inside of the pot, I would have never touched it. But of course I didn't know that until I took it out the pot, and at that point it was too late to put it back in that pot. So yeah, my alocasia Jacqueline is on the brink of death. If you want to support her, give me a thumbs up. The next plant I wanted to show you that I keep in my office is my Hoya Crimson Princess. I don't know if you guys remember when I got this plant, but Jesus Christ, it's grown so much. I think I cut it out of the dirt, propagated it, and then put it into pond. She's been thriving ever since. She has this long vine of only green leaves, but the leaves that have been growing the most are the variegated ones, which I'm so happy about. Right now she has these 2 pink leaves coming out, which they do stay pink for a while, but I noticed that they do turn white after a while. Here's some more pink leaves. I really love this plant. I kind of forget about it. Like, look at how dry the substrate is. She needs water so bad. I probably haven't watered her in over a week. Oh, she doesn't feel that flimsy. She's still doing great. I need to propagate it again because I did have another plant of this, but it kind of died because it got severely neglected. So I really want to propagate this one again, but I probably should wait till she grows out just a little bit more. I also have this shelf right here where I keep a bunch of other plants. This huge Monstera deliciosa. Believe it or not, that's my only decent looking one right now. I didn't show you guys in my last video, but I cut up my large Monstera deliciosa because it was looking terrible. Just move that out the way. I also have this anthurium here as well. It's actually growing surprisingly well for someone who has never owned anthurium. And I also put it into pond, so every time I see a new leaf on this plant, it's very exciting because who would have thought I could grow a little anthurium? How adorable. I love this little plant. Ever since I updated you guys on this philodendron brandianum, I haven't done anything to remedy the tiny leaves or whatever's happening up here, but I do have a plan for it. I do want to propagate this plant ASAP, probably the whole thing if I'm being honest, so definitely stay tuned for that. I have this little Monstera albo low variegation who's currently putting out a new leaf. Very exciting, even though there's probably going to be no variegation on it. This one is just another albo with no variegation. It probably doesn't need this big of a pot. Is it crooked? And then the last plant that I have on that shelf, this Monstera Addinsonii. I feel like I haven't showed these on my channel in a while, but I still have them and they're growing beautifully. I couldn't tell you when I potted this up, but it's gotten extremely long since then. I'm really happy that it's growing this long though and this well because I kind of want to do the same thing in my living room that I did with this wall right here. This is another Monstera Addinsonii. It starts all the way back in this pot right here, and it's all over the wall. See if you can see it well. But I just love how it looks so much. I had that one in my living room for a while. Then I moved that desk on this side, and I wanted that above my desk. And I just haven't moved it back in the living room because I really like the way it looks now. But yes, I still have Monstera Addinsonii in my collection, of course. This is an OG plant, I feel like. I got this plant years ago. I don't know, I could have killed that one and this could be a whole different one. It's been that long. Another plant that I still have is my Hoya pubicalis. Look at how pretty and green she is. Don't look too close though because she's wicked dusty. But look at how pretty. This was my first Hoya ever. I'm really surprised that it's still alive. I used to propagate this Hoya so much. If you watch my early videos, I had this plant for so long and I would chop it up all the time. And I would always chop up the long vines that came out when those are probably gonna bloom. But now that I know better, I'm doing better. But this is the same plant. It's almost died so many times. That's why I never show it, because it hasn't looked this good in a while. It's finally putting out new growth after no new growth in a very, very long time. So I thought I would just show you that I still have this plant for anybody who's been watching my channel since I started it. I'm blanking. I forgot what this plant is called. This is not a philodendron. What is this? Monstera Peru. My Monstera Peru is still alive. I wouldn't say she's thriving, but I recently just moved her into my bedroom right next to a window. It's on that little gold shelf in my bedroom right next to the window. And she's doing a lot better. This yellow leaf can come off. Look at the texture though. It's so cool. But this plant definitely had thrip for so long. I couldn't even believe how gross some of the top leaves were infested with thrip. I just kept spraying it with the, I honestly just kept spraying it with the Houseplant Raid, and that seemed to work. And now since I moved her into a brighter light in my bedroom, she's been doing a lot better. Like, she's putting out a lot of new growth. Let me see. Right here, look at how healthy. And she's putting out some new growth right here. But she's still here. I think she's okay now. Thank God. What is this called? Oh, my Maranta. Yep, she's still here. I wouldn't say she's thriving either. She looks a little dusty. I don't know why she looks this dusty, but she used to look a lot better than this. If you guys remember, I had her staked up on a pole, and every single time I posted a video with this plant staked up on a pole, there would be comments saying, why is it on a pole? This plant's supposed to trail. This looks insane. I'm probably gonna propagate this soon just to get some bigger, healthier looking leaves. That's what I did before to even get the plant to grow like this. It's all coming off of one vine though, and like you guys know, I don't really like one viner plants anymore. So this one's definitely gonna get propagated in the near future. I think I have 5 or 6 more plants to show you that are in the greenhouse. Oh my God, my greenhouse looks so empty now. But I actually only have four more plants to show you. All right, let's cut right to the chase. I'm gonna show you my Philodendron El Choco Red. Oh my God, look at this leaf, it's so bad. Let me rip that off. I just pulled it. I haven't lost a leaf on my El Choco Red in over a year probably. Is that bugs? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the plants in my greenhouse did have bugs, because I never spray them. This is my Philodendron El Choco Red. She does have a leaf coming out right now that looks really good, but I think I mentioned this before, my leaves used to come out a lot faster in the past. She's not in the best setup though. This was kind of just to get her reacclimated because she was on her last leg as well. But she does have a leaf. Let me look at this leaf. Oh, I can't even help her yet. But she does have this beautiful leaf coming out. This is the last one that came out, so it's really not doing that bad. I just need to keep an eye on this plant because things go south with El Choco Red quickly. Just like my Alocasia Jacqueline. Like, of course, it's the plants that I love that go downhill so fast with like no remedy. It's like, come on. I really do need to get another Alocasia Jacqueline if this one like completely dies though, because like, how am I gonna live without an Alocasia Jacqueline? But yeah, I just wanted to show you the current state. This leaf is probably gonna come off as well. It's literally yellow, well, just about yellow. This one's a little crusty, and yeah, this is just what she's looking like. You guys are wondering why I don't buy plants as much anymore, because I'm not dealing with all of them dying like this. It's really frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I was just thinking about my Alocasia Jacqueline again. It's so sad. Like, I can't believe she looks like that. Anyways, I put my Philodendron Mammii propagations. Oh my God, I'm itchy. But I put the propagations on this little plank because they were spreading so far that they were about to snap. So they needed some type of support. So I just stuck this in here because why not? And I also stuck her in the greenhouse because I don't know why, but the Philodendron Mammii really needs a lot of humidity. I'm pretty sure that's why my mother plant isn't doing as well, because she's never in humidity. But yeah, I stuck her in the greenhouse and she's not doing 100% better, but look at that nice leaf coming out. And I can tell it's gonna be nice because it's already made its way that far without any bullshit, you know? Then I just have another Hoya serpens that I keep in my bedroom window. If there's no plant in a window, I put a Hoya serpens in there because they just do extremely well. I showed you guys the best Hoya serpens that I have in my last video, and this one's doing okay. I mean, not as good as the other one, but definitely better than a lot of them that I have. Then lastly, I have my Philodendron verrucosum that I have yet to pot up into pon. This one just put out a new leaf, which I'm super excited about. I miss having a large Philodendron verrucosum. I swear I don't even want new plants. I just want another Philodendron verrucosum. I want another Philodendron mammii. I want another alocasia jacqueline. I want another alocasia dragon scale, and I'll be happy. I haven't even looked into newer plants. I mean, if you guys know of any cool plants that you think I would like, definitely DM me on Instagram. I would love to hear and see about them. But yeah, I used to have like a running wish list of plants that I want, but I don't even want them that bad anymore. Although there is one plant that I've seen recently that I want. It's this plant that goes in an aquarium. So it's supposed to be put underwater, and it's like, it has these leaves and they have holes all in. I'm just gonna put it on the screen. It's really too hard to explain, but it's really, really cool. And I've seen that they sell it on Amazon, so I might buy one of those and see what I can do with it. It's probably gonna be like a bulb, and I'm probably gonna have to grow that plant myself, but I'd rather do that than get a plant, transfer it, and hope for the best. Although I do love transferring plants. Oh! Look at my Philodendron Micans. She seems to be doing a lot better than she was when I got her. I feel like I just showed you guys this plant. Did I not? I think I did. But look at her again. She's so cute, and this is the only plant that I forgot to show you. Oh, and there's a snake plant that I have from the beginning of time. It's literally over a foot tall. Wow, it's really pretty. I want some more snake plants in my collection too. Like, you know, the dark green one, like not the one with the yellow margins, the dark green snake plant. I love that one. And I've never had it. I want to go get that one. I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until my next video, bye guys.